Thinking of buying the latest ADA website auditing, lead generation, and reporting app on JVZoo? Well, think again. Here's the truth about that ADA website auditing and lead generation software that these product launchers don't want you to know. Before you go buying any software around ADA compliance, or even thinking about selling the ADA compliance services to other businesses with websites, let me tell you the truth and even save you a lot of money. Hey there, Kim Wolf here with AffiliateMarketingInformant.com, informing you of everything you want and need to know about affiliate marketing. If this video helps you out, definitely give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and comment below and let me know if you have any questions, or just let me know where you are in your affiliate marketing journey. I'll be happy to help you out. So just to make sure we understand what we're talking about, ADA stands for Americans with Disabilities Act. This act was put in place by the United States Department of Justice, which includes standards for accessible design, which really just means that all electronic information technology, like websites, must be accessible to people with disabilities. So if you are in the US, this means that your website should be compliant and should be accessible to people who have disabilities. So the need to have your website compliant to these accessibility standards is true. And there are actually standards that apply to websites across the globe. This is a great site that has a lot of great information for you. Just scroll down underneath this video and you will learn about the different policies that apply to websites around the globe. So ADA is the American with Disabilities Act for US. ACA is actually going to be the Accessibility Canada Act. The EAA is going to be the European Accessibility Act, and the WCAG 2.1 is going to be everything about the standards on web content accessibility guidelines. And these are the guidelines that are actually set to be a standard for most countries around the world. According to these laws and policies, your site should be optimized for keyboard navigation. So the ability to have every action that can normally be done by a mouse to actually be done with just a keyboard, from hovering to clicking. Screen readers. So the ability for screen readers to properly interpret your site and user interface and design adjustments. The ability to visually adjust your website design to their specific needs in a matter of minutes. So your website should be accessible for every disability, regardless if they're blind, motor impaired, they have cognitive disorders, colorblind, blurred vision, old age, cataract, and many more. It is also true that companies have been sued for not having accessible websites. This is eMarketer.com. They are a very reputable marketing source today. They recently published an article about the latest opportunities to boost accessibility. This chart shows you the different elements of your website that should be accessible for people with different needs. The article mentioned how Domino's Pizza was actually sued because a blind man couldn't order pizza from the company's website or mobile app. In another suit, a blind woman sued the entertainer Beyonce because allegedly her website violated the ADA requirements. So here's what's not true. You don't need to buy software to see if your website is compliant or not. Heck, you don't even need to buy software to see if other websites are compliant or not. There are tons of free checkers out there for you to utilize first. The Helpful Accessibility Guidelines website that I showed you earlier has a fantastic compliance checker. So the way it works is just come over here and you're going to put in your site name. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in my website and see how it ranks. Hit enter for get results. And it's processing my site and preparing my report. So here it is. The score is that I'm semi-compliant. My efforts are noticeable, but there's still a way to go to achieve the Web Guidelines and Standards 2.1 compliance. So I get an overall score of 67. Honestly, that's really not bad considering that I haven't actually been trying to be accessible, although I should be. Now let's look at another website. The whole reason I created this video in the first place is because the latest product launch on JVZoo is called ADA Leads. So the idea is that it actually helps you go find websites that are not compliant, creates and packages up a pretty report, and then you are to go to that website and business owner and say, hey, you're not compliant. Let me offer you services to get your website compliant. So you have this awesome software that's going to help you go out there and get leads and make a lot of money from offering these services to other people. But here's what's interesting. I'm going to take their website and I'm going to put it through this compliance checker and see how they are compliant or not. So here is the URL for that. I'm going to choose get results and it's going to spit me back the report. And boom, this awesome software that's going to help you make a lot of money by capitalizing on this compliance service is actually not compliant themselves. So they want to put a lot of fear into you that you could get sued, and that's what they teach you to go tell these people and these business owners that, hey, you can get sued if you're not compliant. But obviously these guys aren't too worried about it because they're certainly not compliant. Their score is 50 and even lower than mine. And the cool thing about the software is it does tell you what you need to fix. So if you just scroll down here, it's going to tell you what elements are not meeting the requirements and which elements are. Scroll all the way down, and you even have the option of downloading a report with all of this information that you could use for yourself, or you could even share with another business owner, all for free without buying any kind of fancy software that promises you the world. And it's not going to deliver that to you. For all of these different compliance standards, you will be able to find free information online to help you understand what you need to do to be compliant. Just Google the policy that you're interested in, and you're going to find a lot of free resources. In this case, this is the ADA.gov resource that tells you all the information that you need to know around the ADA standard for accessible design. Even here, there is a free accessibility checklist that you can use. To scroll down here, you can actually see all of the different questions you need to answer, document, and these are going to help you figure out what's accessible and compliant and what isn't. Do the same for the Accessible Canada Act, and you will find handy information to help you understand the guidelines, and so on and so on. Then you can confirm what software you're actually buying and what software you actually need before you buy it. So ask yourself if the software is really needed, and do you really understand the purpose of the software before you go buying something you really don't need. And that's the truth about ADA website auditing and lead generation software before you buy. I hope this video helps you out. If you're serious about succeeding with affiliate marketing, definitely check out the link below. You'll learn how to succeed with one strategy that I'm using right now and that I personally use to succeed myself. And don't forget, if this video has helped you out, definitely give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and comment below if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.